I learned the importance of investing in myself early on as far as in like getting books. Like getting books right in the beginning of Knocking Doors. Be Obsessed or Be Average by Grant Cardone was the first book I read. I read that every single morning at 5 a.m. when my pool float deflated because I was on the ground. That's what I was sleeping on. And so we had no furniture in the house. And so when deflated, I was on the ground. Now it's time to read Be Obsessed or Be Average. Mind was right. Okay, let me get out there. So I learned the value of that. Like this one book like just kept me in a positive mood, even though I was having food poisoning and like throwing up and super sick. Like I was able to keep going because of this book. The problem was I never took it too far for a long time. It never really got past books or audibles or podcasts. Like it stayed in that same realm. I think actually podcasts are more valuable in a lot of situations than books because they're like real authentic conversations. I feel it better and I can apply better in a lot of cases. But so many years I just kind of leaned on my leadership at the company as being like who I was going to learn from and grow from. And that's all I needed. And so the first organization, I felt like pretty quickly I was at the top as far as in skill set and everything else. And so I really didn't think I needed anyone else. And then the next couple of years, same thing. Next couple of years was the exact same thing. I just was looking at my leadership. I learned a ton from them. I learned a lot of great things, especially from Code Energy Group. I learned a lot from these guys, but no one else in the organization was like hiring other coaches, hiring other mentors. It's kind of like they almost don't want you to. They don't want you to look for outside help because they think it's more of a threat to them. I got that kind of feeling. And I stuck doing that. But then when I started my own company, it was like, okay, now I got to really invest in myself. So I wish I would have done it sooner. But then I started doing Knockstar Bootcamp, Knockstar Select, which is pretty expensive. Investing with Taylor McCarthy. Other coaches I have, like I had Doug Cartwright as one of my coaches. Great guy. Like he's coaching me in a different way, in a deeper, like more spiritual way. And then I have, we have Jeff too. Like we got these guys I pay a lot of money for. And each one of them has led me to another person. I have Seth Grenny too. Like Seth Grenny's a beast, right? Like having that guy in my corner is like super valuable. I can lean on someone that's done it at one of the highest clips in the industry, closing deals and building a massive organization in a very short period of time. And so it's like, okay, I got a lot of people in my corner now. I can start bouncing ideas off. My job is to hack time. That's what I view it as. Like I'm trying to hack time. I'm trying to work these next 3 years to buy my next 30 years back, right? I want to buy my time back. And as long as I can keep buying my time back by spending money on these people, I'm going to go through a lot less valleys of darkness, a lot less valleys of death. Like I'm going to grow way faster and it's fun. It's just way more fun. So it wasn't until this year that I really started going heavy in it. And I just wish I would have done it sooner. And so now like the big thing for me with my guys is I'm trying to show them I'm constantly paying to bring people in. I'm constantly showing them like how important it is because I don't want them to think they can get all the answers from me. I think I'd give them a lot of help and a lot of support, but I think there's a lot of people outside that, could resonate even better with them and give them more information. And they just have to be aware. They just have to be aware that other people are doing it in the organization, just like going to the gym. Like if they see the leaders going to the gym, they'll probably start going to the gym. Just like I don't drink. So I think a lot less people are, they're not drinking as much now in the organization. So like all these little things add up.